We'll be doing 10.5 next, and this is check palindrome. Write the following function to check whether a string is a palindrome, assuming letters are case insensitive. Insensitive. So whether it's capital or lowercase will not matter. Boolean is palindrome. Okay, it's your sample. Okay. Let's go to our function. And since we're dealing with strings, you want to include this header file, the hashtag includes string, because you want to be able to manipulate the string. Well, not the string because it's a constant, but you want to be able to work with strings. So you want to see out, please enter string into a string. We're gonna get line cin.s1, and then you initialize the string. String is 1. Okay. And actually, before I can even, whenever I use getLine, I need to see and ignore anything that I put in prior to my cn.getLine, or else it will take in everything. Okay. And now we can start the function. So I'm going to copy the header file. Not the header file, but. And when you want to make a function, remember to include the head of the function up here. So Boolean is bound from constant string. Okay. So I want to compare all of the. Okay. 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 So right here I'm creating an empty string because I want to put in all of the lowercase letters of the string that I'm passing here into one big string. So for example, this is an example of a palindrome. You can check it, and it is a palindrome. But if I just reverse this string and compare them, we're going to see that they're not palindromes because you have spaces and periods and exclamations and apostrophes and quotations, right? So what you want to do is make a clean string with all of its letters. And since it's case insensitive, you want to make them all to the same case, and we'll just make it lowercase. Okay? So we're going to add all the lowercase letters of this string into this string. So let's do that. So for integer I equal to 0, I is less than s dot size. Plus. So if the string s dot at I is alpha. Okay, so is alpha. If it is a letter, if one part of the string is a letter, then I want to add it to an empty string as a lowercase. So into s2 add to lower of s and to use to lower in this alpha, I should briefly remind you that you need to use and incorporate this. The hashtag include cc type. Very important to do this. Okay. Now I want to flip the s2 array because the s2 string, because this is now a string of lowercase letters, only lowercase letters, and I want to flip it and make sure that if they are equal, then they are indeed palindromes. So for integer I is equal, and I'm going to start at the end of the string, the very end of the string, because I want to flip them, right? So I'm going from high to low. S2 dot size -1, because Size returns however many letters there are in the string. So say this was a string of 40, then the last index of the string would be 39 because we go by the 0th term. Okay. I is greater than or equal to 0. Again, 0th term, and I minus minus. So I want to add instances of S2 line. Okay. So if S1 equal S2, I'll return true. Else I want to return false. I'll start here. If is palindrome S1 CL. This one is a palindrome. Okay. Else CL S1 is not a palindrome. Okay, so let's run for compiling errors. Okay, it works. So let's do a string that we know is a palindrome. And is a palindrome. We know that, okay? So now let's try a sentence. Let's try this. So that's 5. Now it's telling me it is a palindrome. See, there is no not there. See, irony is a palindrome. So it is a palindrome. So this does work for sentences. Okay, and that's how you do 10.5.